guys, sorry for not posting anything for so long. I really wanted to, but I had a pretty rough week, a very busy one, and then I had a few days when I wasn't feeling well. So if you're new to my channel, I post a summary of my reading after I'm all done with it, trying to save some time and fit as many details as possible in a relatively short video. So all the cards are laid out already. Before I begin, let me just say, a lot of the reading was about both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. There was a lot of overlap in how the two of you feel. If you feel like most of the reading resonates with you with the exception of a few things, then those parts might be only for your Divine Masculine. But I noticed a lot of mirroring going on for sure. So Divine Masculines, stick around. This one is for both DMs and DFs. The first card I got was the Nine of Swords. And although the question I asked while shuffling was, how is the Divine Masculine feeling, what's going on with him, I got the feeling that the Divine Feminine is in this Nine of Swords energy. So I asked for clarification about who this card was for. And the response I got was the Lover's card. Both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine are in this energy. They are both feeling stressed out, anxious, overwhelmed, like you don't know how much longer you can hold on, you don't know how much more you can take. You're not sleeping well, you have insomnia or you cannot stay asleep, or perhaps having bad dreams. You're just giving into the illusion of the 3D world, focusing on how things are seemingly not going well, not how you expected at least in the physical world. I got the word protection from both the Nine of Swords card and the Lover's card, so you're definitely protected, supported by the divine. You're safe, everything is gonna be alright, even though it might not feel that way at the moment. The reason why you both feel this way is because you're carrying a burden, and it's getting harder to carry this burden. You both need to let go of this burden. The Divine Masculine's burden has to do with a marriage and finances. He doesn't want to let go of this money that has been in his possession for a while. And you, Divine Feminine, are having financial worries as well. You're either having financial struggles already or worried about having them in the future. Worried about not having enough money in the future, running out. You don't feel like you are being supported enough by the universe or perhaps even the people around you. You're both having trouble letting go of dark thoughts, negative emotions. You're being weighed down by this burden. You need to lighten your load. And you're both facing a decision. You're worried about losing something by making a poor decision. Well, the Divine Masculine is worried about losing money by dropping this burden, which is his marriage. And the Divine Feminine's decision would also affect her finances in some way. So you're definitely mirroring each other or picking up on each other's energy. The full moon on the Nine of Swords card caught my eye. The last full moon we had last weekend on the 16th might have had something to do with this flood of emotions. That's when it might have started for you. And you could still somewhat feel affected by it. So as I said, you feel like you're not supported, like you're on your own, but you are getting spiritual knowledge and guidance. You are supported by the divine. You are being guided toward a new journey. But you feel like you cannot follow this guidance. You cannot do what you're guided to do. You cannot afford it either financially or in another sense. Like you don't have the energy to do it. You don't know how to. You're resisting letting go of an old cycle, completing a cycle, and then going on a new journey, starting something new. You feel like you're not ready to take action, not feeling confident that you can do it. You feel like you're inexperienced, inadequate, not quite ready to take on this challenge, just questioning your abilities basically. You're struggling to keep an open mind and you're being cautious, focusing mainly on what you could lose as opposed to what you could gain. But what's being offered to you with this new journey is your wishes coming true, something magical, true joy. And again, I'm getting that this applies to the both of you still. So you're contemplating, trying to make a decision, reevaluating things. You are growing tired of carrying this burden, while also being worried about taking on a new challenge. The King of Swords was on the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling. So this is a masculine energy. This is mainly about the divine masculine. And I'm not saying that it's only the DM who's facing a decision, contemplating things, planning, trying to make a choice, but his decision is the one mainly affecting the reunion. If you're facing a decision as well, divine feminine, I don't think it matters that much how you're going to decide as far as this reunion goes. The reunion is going to happen either way. We got the 10 of Swords here next to the 9 of Swords. So you are definitely thinking about giving up, considering that as an option. You're losing hope. You feel like you cannot go on anymore. You feel like you just cannot manifest what you want, this divine union. Some of you might even feel like some dark spell is working against you because you just cannot get ahead no matter how hard you try. But the idea of giving up on this connection fills you with grief. It's something hard to do, hard to accept. And according to Twinflame theories, detaching from your divine counterpart, cutting the cord that connects the two of you is not possible. So maybe that's why it feels that way. Or you're just simply grieving that you cannot seem to manifest this connection. The reason why you feel like giving up divine feminine is because the divine masculine hasn't taken action, and it's long overdue. You've expected him to take action by now. You're losing hope. You don't have trust that he's ever going to take action, that an ending is going to happen. This burden, this marriage of his just doesn't seem to want to end. You have mood changes, your feelings are unstable. One day you're all positive, optimistic, and a few days later you feel defeated, like it's over. You're just on an emotional roller coaster. You feel like you're being used, being taken advantage of, not necessarily by your divine masculine, but by people in general, or by the universe, the divine. You feel like you didn't get something out of a situation that you expected, not what you would have deserved. You put a lot of time and energy into something and you didn't get back from it what you put into it. Like there wasn't an equal give and take. You're not in your power, questioning your power. That applies to the both of you. You feel emotionally disconnected from each other. You either don't get as much guidance, signs as you used to, or you're just tired of paying attention to it, like another triple number, leave me alone, because you've been seeing them for so long. So you might feel betrayed, misled, cheated almost, not necessarily by your DM again, but the people around you, by the divine, the universe, or both. Both you and the divine masculine are focusing on the material, the physical world at the moment. You might even have thoughts, divine feminine, like money is more important than love, and that's not how you used to think. But now you just want security, want to be taken care of, want someone to be there for you, not just in spirit but in the flesh. You're done with waiting for your divine masculine to take action. You've been hanging on to this connection for way too long. That's how you feel. And as for the divine masculine, he's been holding on to this burden, this marriage, for longer than he should have, which has been holding him back from moving forward. But this burden, being in this karmic marriage, is suffocating him. He's not free. He feels constrained by it. He's hurting himself as well by staying in this marriage. He's also mourning an ending here. What he's mourning is your connection. He's losing hope that the two of you being together can ever become a reality. And it's because he feels constrained by his marriage, as I said. He doesn't feel like he can get out of it. He feels overwhelmed, doesn't know how he could do this, how he could end this cycle. He needs clarity, guidance about what to do. He feels disconnected from you, so we both feel that way. And as I mentioned, you're both focused on the material world at the moment, trying to close off your heart and not pay attention to it as much at the moment, denying what your heart truly wants. But you are hurting yourself by doing that. So that's how the DM and the DF are feeling. There are two tens here, by the way, the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. So something is definitely trying to end. An ending is due. It's past due. I felt like this next column still applied to the DM and the DF. There is a bit of contradiction going on here. The Knight of Pentacles upside down means not being afraid of the unknown, not worrying about what's to come. But then we have the Hanged One upside down, which indicates that we are not surrendering to the unknown, not letting go of burdens, not letting an ending happen here, due to lack of faith, not having trust, and losing hope. And this is causing stagnation, keeping us from being free, not allowing us to be joyful, at peace, or causing us to feel like we lack in a certain area, lack harmony, finances, or happiness. Also, the Empress upside down tells me that the reason why you're struggling to surrender is because you're worried about scarcity. The DM is worried about letting go of finances, losing money, and then not having enough. So he's worried about losing his abundance. The Empress upside down confirms that you are disconnected, not just from each other, but your surroundings in general. And you're overwhelmed, feeling like you have more on your plate than what you could handle. You're overwhelmed by this decision you have to make. You're contemplating, trying to make a plan, make a choice, pick the best option. But you are conflicted. There's a tug of war going on this Five of Wands card. You're being pulled this way, then being pulled that way. You're going back and forth between not being afraid of trying something new, not being afraid of the unknown, and not wanting to surrender to the unknown, not wanting to let go. You're conflicted between these options, about which option you should pick. The Five of Wands suggests that you are not being flexible. You're struggling to change your perspective and keep an open mind. Struggling to get out of this old routine, the old way of viewing things, looking at things. This inner struggle has been going on for a while, by the way. What makes this choice hard is perfectionism. You both want things to be perfect, but maybe there are no options, no choices you could make that would be perfect. Because no matter how you decide, you're going to have to sacrifice something. For example, if the DM chooses to stay in this karmic relationship, he's going to have to sacrifice his serenity, peace, happiness, freedom. And if he chooses to end this karmic cycle, he's going to have to surrender some of that money. The Queen of Wands is about stepping into your power, acknowledging your talents. Some of you have a talent that has to do with self-expression or art, or the art of self-expression. This card is here to encourage you to keep focusing on what you're doing, because people want to listen to what you have to say, or they want to watch you perform, watch you share your talent. Stepping into your power is gonna help move things along. Both this Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles is about the cyclical nature of life. So this is going to help with the closing of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. Also, it's going to bring good fortune for you. And for some of you, this Queen of Wands is a message that if you've been feeling guided to express your emotions to your divine counterpart, you haven't done that in a while and your intuition tells you to do it, then go for it. Because it's going to help to get the Wheel of Fortune moving. And as I said that, I saw the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. One of the messages of this card is trust your gut. So it's a confirmation to do it if you feel guided to. reach out to your DM or DF. Just don't expect instant changes. Your counterpart might not be 100% ready at the time you decide to open up. But you expressing your feelings can definitely start things moving. It's gonna make them think, help them change their perspective and make this choice. The King of Wands, I feel, is also a confirmation that this could either be a message for you, Divine Feminine, or for your Divine Masculine. Go with your gut. Again, the perfectionism might play a role, might be a factor here. It might be holding you back. For example, you don't feel like it's the perfect time, like your life is not exactly in order, you or your life is not in perfect shape. You would prefer things to be perfect so you feel more confident about reaching out. Don't let the perfectionism hold you back. Same goes for that talent that you should be focusing on. Don't let the perfectionism discourage you. The Divine Masculine is going to walk away from something here with this Eight of Cups. He's going to grab this new opportunity for this passionate new beginning, fresh start. He's going to leave the burdens of the past behind and move forward, begin healing from the darkness of the past. Also, the Ace of Wands represents a new beginning that happens suddenly. He's going to have a flash of inspiration. He's just going to feel that it's time, and he's going to walk away from things, leave everything behind and start a new journey. What he's walking away from is his marriage. He's leaving the money behind, this marriage behind, because he realizes that it's holding him back from manifesting what he truly wants, this happy new beginning. He's contemplating what he's going to do about the karmic, trying to figure out what's next, preparing for what's to come. He's quieting down his mind, stabilizing his mood, trying to get out of that Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords energy by either meditating or connecting to nature. Overall, he's spending more time in solitude, trying to figure things out. He's in a little bit of a hermit mode. He feels supported now. Maybe he gets some spiritual insights while meditating or spending time in nature. If you still feel like you're in this Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords energy, Divine Feminine, maybe you should do the same. Maybe you should spend some time in nature or meditate. Spend some time with people you love. Take some time to enjoy your hobbies or focus on this talent of yours. Something that can lift your energy, elevate your mood. The Divine Masculine is going from being guarded, protecting what's his, to letting his guard down, not feeling the need to protect what's his, protect his money anymore. He's just going to carry what he can and leave the rest behind, leave this money behind for the karmic to have. He's just going to drop everything. He's going to grow from not listening to guidance, resisting the call, questioning, doubting all the signs and guidance he gets, being afraid of the unknown, not freeing himself, not taking the next step on his journey, not moving forward, not putting in the effort, fighting the plan. He's going to go from that to removing obstacles that are in his way, not being afraid of being hurt. He's going to find the strength to free himself. The Divine Masculine is going to be victorious. He's going to successfully close the karmic cycle. He's going to make the decision and take action. Something is going to be illuminated. Something that has been hiding in the Divine Masculine subconscious mind. Enlightenment and awakening is what I got from this moon card. It's going to happen with some divine help, with the help of the universe, source, angels, God, whatever you want to call it. Something otherworldly. And this is going to give the Divine Masculine some clarity. It's going to guide him on this new path toward this new beginning leading to abundance and growth. He has his spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors' support. He has not been open about his emotions with you, at least not recently, and it's because he wasn't sure whether this love was requited. But these emotions he's been holding on to are going to become overwhelming, and he's going to have to share them with you. This Knight of Cups was on the bottom of the deck once or twice while I was doing my reading. in the upright. So he's definitely going to come in with a message bearing some good news. I hope this resonates with some of you and helps you. That's my message for today. Please like, comment, subscribe. Help me grow this channel so my messages can get out to as many divine feminines who need to hear them as possible. Thanks for watching.